Hi there, it's Crystal Lopez here from crystalandcomp.com, and today I'm going to bring you along for a Tuesday day in the life with me. This is a weekday that Tuesdays were one of my busiest meeting days and work days, and now we've reworked our work schedule where it's a little different um, with our coaching program. So this is a work day that is just my personal work day for Crystal and Comp, for YouTube, for all of those things. I'm an everyday average mom. My house is not perfect. Everything is not tidy. I'm living my life, raising a bunch of kids, working from home, trying not to drop balls every single day, and just trying just one foot in front of the other every day. Just doing the next thing, just doing the next thing. Um, Trying to raise a family, right? So this morning, I am starting my morning as I always do with a delicious cup of coffee. I love, love, love that we are able to grind our own coffee beans and pull our own shots using, I don't know, DeLongo, whatever that is. My husband bought that machine 3 or 4 years ago, and boy, have we gotten our use out of it. I love it. And then I bought this steamer a while back at Target, and I change it up. Sometimes I put milk in, sometimes I put half and half, sometimes I put a little bit of creamer. He grabbed this creamer at HEB. It's a praline creamer. It's really good. Just a little bit is all that you need if you're putting in that half and half. Steaming that up, and then I also add, if I'm not adding any, this is my second cup of coffee, okay? So I had just rinsed the cup out. It's not perfectly clean. I like to do the sweetened condensed milk. If I'm using creamer, that little bit of creamer that I put in, then I only put a little bit of sweetened condensed milk. If I'm not using any creamer, then I'll do a whole spoonful of sweetened condensed milk, and I just drop it down in the shot once it's in the cup, stir it up real good, and it's delicious. And then I just store that in the fridge, whatever. So I'm looking at the mess behind me. That countertop behind me drives me nuts. It's the countertop that's right above the dishwasher, and it is the spot where everything gets dropped. Flashlights, tools, papers. It drives me nuts. But you know what? Today is not the day to battle that. Today is not the day to argue about that. Today is not the day to focus on that. So I'm not going to focus on it, and I hope that you don't either. Those containers that you see on the ground, those are my food grade 5-gallon buckets that I use for rice and flour that I buy in bulk. So when you guys see me cooking rice and making things from flour, that's where I'm getting it from. I buy those things in bulk because it's cheaper, and they come in really large bulk containers. So this is my pumpkin spice. What is it? Pumpkin spice. That I've had for a couple of years. I've not finished it off yet, and I've been putting it on my coffee so that I can finish it up. I cut my thumb on a broken like I had a container that is for leftovers, and it had a chip in it, and I cut my thumb on it. That's what that Band-Aid was. Anyway, there is some leftover spaghetti sauce that I made a couple of weeks before, and I put the leftovers in those mason jars and froze it, and I've set it out because at this point I was thinking that we were going to have it at for lunch, but I ended up kind of switching the day around a little bit, and I'll tell you more about that in a second. So I am doing some laundry. I mean, look at my fancy life. It probably looks a lot like yours, huh? Does anybody else smell the laundry to make sure, like, I don't I think it's only been sitting there since overnight. I don't know. I really don't know. Pretty sure that's when my days run together sometimes. Anyway, just smelling it to make sure it doesn't smell terrible. But moving over some laundry. Laundry is literally the most difficult task for me out of everything. I would say laundry and cleaning showers. Two things that are very, very like, oh, I just don't want to do them. So back in that back corner, I feel like I need to explain all this. Back in that back corner is a little shelf that holds our sheets, our different sheets, and that big, huge pot that's on top is the pot that I use to wash my Norwex rags. I feel like I need to explain why that's in my laundry room. This is some Purex that I bought for like, I don't know, $2 doing all the CVS Walgreens um, deal stuff. So we've still got a nice little, I've learned that detergent, laundry detergent and cereal and some of your health and beauty stuff like toothpaste and whatnot are some great things to buy following the deals at CVS and Walgreens. Those are the main things that I've bought following those deals. And I know some of you guys have asked for some step-by-steps on how how I do it, and I'm going to be working on pulling some of that together for you guys. So I'm washing some blankets. We have a blanket situation in our house. Actually, that right there is some scent boosters that I bought from Walgreens for $1.88 a container when that was the deal of the week at Walgreens back in the summertime. They smell pretty good. Those blankets, I need to wash them because they have been on the floor, on the couch, drug upstairs, downstairs, all the like they need to be washed. It's time. So we're doing that, and I wanted to make sure that they smell good. So I added those scent boosters. I don't really use those. The teenagers use them more than I do, but whatever. And I'm going through some of my cleaning products that are here in the laundry room, just seeing what I have. I actually like this Dawn Power Wash Spray. I like using it on the shower doors, our glass shower doors. So I was grabbing that. And I was going to be cleaning the loft later, which the loft has carpet. So I wanted to do, before I vacuumed, I wanted to do some carpet freshener as well. So I was grabbing that too. You know, life is fun. What is it like in your laundry room? I really need to tidy up my laundry room a little better. Anyway, so just going through the cleaning supplies that I have on hand, and then we're going to go and do my next favorite thing, which is folding laundry. So the whole laundry process, like I can wash and dry for the most part pretty well. Like how hard is it? You're putting it in a machine, right? But I know I'm not the only one that gets it put in the washer and then it's like, oh wow, when did I start that? It never got moved to the dryer. Um, it's the folding and putting away that is really the hardest part. But you know what? My favorite laundry item is towels. Like, I don't mind washing, drying, and folding towels. I don't mind folding towels. And I know some people, that's the thing they hate the most. For me, it's all the shirts that have to be folded, the things that have to be hung up. It's just, those things are so tedious to me. Anyway, I know that if I don't get this laundry folded right now, it's going to get out of control, and I really want to keep that from happening because once it gets so badly out of control, then it becomes something that overwhelms me and I don't get it taken care of. And laundry is that thing for me that can just take over and completely paralyze me. And I don't know any other way to say it than that. And I know that that sounds dramatic, but it's truly how I feel. Anyway, Kelsey had swung by to pick some stuff up. Kelsey's my stepdaughter. If you don't know that story, go watch some of our old videos. We've only known Kelsey for less than 10 years. Seriously. My husband learned um almost 8 years ago that he had a grown daughter, that he had conceived a daughter in high school and didn't know it at the end of his senior year. And she lived here in San Antonio, not far from my in-laws, and that's actually what brought us to San Antonio about 8 years ago. Anyway, we've got some really cool videos here on the channel that are like updates of how life is for Kelsey, and there's a link in some of my descriptions that has the video to when her and my husband first met. Anyway, Kelsey and I, she's my stepdaughter, but she's really become a great friend to me, and we have a lot of fun together. So we're doing some food truck stuff together, and she had swung by to pick up some stuff. And so she was chatting with me. I'm folding laundry. At some point, teenagers come down and they're talking to us. Now, my teenagers do their laundry. I do my laundry and my husband's laundry. And then I also do our little kids' laundry. Jack and Luke Henry are 9 and 11. It is time. It is time for them to start learning their way around the washer and dryer. So that's coming. That's coming real soon. Right now, I'm teaching them how to scrub their bathroom. So, all right. And I'll tell you, those pictures that are back there on the wall, I feel like I have to explain everything. Um, that is really not my favorite place for all of those. Those are different canvas pictures that we've had. I had one of them made, and then my mother-in-law had all the rest of them made. She's so sweet. She's a gift giver. And she'll like find pictures that she's taken on her phone or find pictures on Facebook and have them turned into canvas, which is absolutely beautiful. But I really didn't want them hung there, but my mom, when she was in town this summer, and my husband, they hung them there. And so, fine, they're going to stay. I had really wanted to put them like going up the stairs, but it's one of those things that just didn't happen. And um, they just kind of continued to sit against the wall, leaned against the wall, not being hung up. And I'm glad they took the initiative to do it because sometimes I'm just pulled in 5,000 directions and don't get stuff done. Anyway, laundry is easier when you have someone to talk to, right? So it takes your mind off of all the little all the negative things about laundry. Maybe if you're listening to a podcast or a radio show or a TV show, um, watching YouTube or talking to someone, it definitely can make the laundry process go by a lot quicker. So we're getting all this done and then we'll move on to the next thing. And the next thing is homemade dog food. So we are about 6 weeks in. Princess, which is our Boston Terrier, her skin looks so much better. Her hair is growing back in the areas where she was struggling with that. The dogs all love this homemade dog food. I've made it a bunch of different ways with brown rice, with quinoa as my grain. I've switched it up. I've done spinach, I've done kale, I've done apples, I've done blueberries. We've made lots of different. We've started adding pumpkin. They love it. The thing is, I feel like all I do is make dog food now. And it's a lot to keep up with. So I'm going to continue at this point to give Princess the homemade dog food exclusively. The other three dogs, I have been giving them some dry dog food. And so how I'm doing it, because I don't want to just leave dry dog food sitting out because Princess will get into it. And that seems to be the trigger for her is the dry dog food. So what I'm doing is when I make them their bowls of homemade food, for the other three dogs, I'm giving them about half of the amount of the homemade dog food, and then the other half is the dry dog food on top of it. And then there's no dog food being left out, like they're being fed all at one time, and it's working out. I don't want to take the homemade dog food away from the other dogs because they really love it, but it's just become a lot to keep up with. I'm making dog food every 2 to 3 days, and it can be time consuming when you're making it for 4 dogs. So there's the update on that. Hello, you guys. All right, so I hope you're enjoying coming along with me for a day. It's a Tuesday, and this is not necessarily what a Tuesday always looks like, but this is what this Tuesday looks like. So I am, looking crazy, but whatever. We're headed to, by we, I mean me, I'm headed to the grocery store. I've got to get a few things for the food truck, and I also have to get a few things for home. So, all right, it's noon. I'm going into HEB. I'm going to tell you, HEB is busy no matter what time of day you go. I'm just here to tell you. And today is the last day, actually, for their circulars. So if I want to get any of the promos, I need to do that now. So I actually might do that while I'm in here. They have a really good deal right now. The buy one, get one, or buy this and get all of this for free. It's a sheet pan thing that comes, it's a frozen sheet pan ensemble. It's a great deal, all the things that you get for free with it. But the only thing is it's not a ton of food. So, and it is convenience food, so you pay more for convenience food, but all the freebies kind of balance it out, and it's a great way to get convenience foods on a budget. Anyway, we'll see. I need to look into that. I'm hungry. I should have made myself a peanut butter and jelly sandwich before I left the house. I am so hungry. So I'll bring you along. This is not going to be a grocery haul video. It's just running in to get the stuff for dog food and the other things that I mentioned, and we'll wrap it up real quick. All right, so I am back from HEB, and while I was there, I did go ahead and take advantage of the current meal deal, which was you got two of these frozen sheet pan packs. They were like $8.99 a piece, and for free you got this water, a bag of romaine lettuce, which I thought was a whole salad kit, but that was my fault. I didn't read it properly. And then you get a bag of these baby frozen potatoes. You get a thing of foil, which you can always use more foil, and you get a loaf of bread. All of those things were free with the purchase of 2, and you could combine. They had a fajita one, they had a sausage one, they had different chicken ones, chicken with ranch. Like there were many different options, multiple options. But since this was the last day of the deal, this was actually the only flavor that was left, so I grabbed it. So for $8.99 times 2, because you get 2 packages, you get all of that stuff for free. So I thought, you know what? I am going to go ahead because I had originally set out that leftover frozen spaghetti sauce and I was going to use that to make spaghetti for lunch. But what I decided to do, because I was leaving um, the evening of this video, I was going to be going to the food truck with Kelsey. And so what I decided to do was make dinner for lunch. And then for dinner, they could have the spaghetti that we were going to have for lunch. That would be a lighter meal. Smaller portions, you know what I mean? So I made all of this now for dinner. This fed everybody. I have 5 kids still at home, plus myself and my husband. This fed us all. So this freezer meal kit is already, it's flavored. You saw that it was flavored, I think, with garlic and rosemary. You've got chicken, potatoes, and green beans in it. And then plus we got an additional bag for free of the potatoes. And I feel like they're over in the yeah, they were in the freezer section. Anyway, and I did end up grabbing an extra thing of potatoes just because I wanted even more potatoes because that would be very filling and they were very affordably priced. So I got the garlic parmesan and then the Italian herb and one of them was free. Okay. All right. So they cooked quickly. I think at 350 degrees for like, I don't know, 25 minutes or so, 30 minutes. The chicken's already cooked. You just need to cook the potatoes all the way through, really. That's the longest cooking thing. All right, so our salad. I'm going to take those romaine hearts and we're going to make a faux Caesar salad. Nobody even noticed that it wasn't Caesar dressing and that it was ranch. Just pour some ranch on top, put some shaky Parmesan cheese. If you want to add some Italian seasoning, you can. And then we're going to add croutons. I buy croutons in bulk, so I always have some. Dump some in, shake it up. It was so good. And I'm telling you, not one single person said, this isn't Caesar, it's ranch. They didn't care. They just want to eat, right? All right, and then I just put the lid on it, I shake it up, and it coats it really well with all of the salad dressing. So while right before I started working on the salad, I put a little bit of butter in the microwave to melt it because I didn't have any sitting out that was already soft, which would have been the most ideal. I like soft butter that's spread, opposed if I'm eating bread that's not going to be baked in the oven to crisp it up. I just like it to be softened and not melted, but it's fine. So we had this with the salad and with buttered bread. Super easy, super filling, absolutely delicious. All of this fed everybody. I even took some before I went to the food truck and swung it by my son's work so that he could have some lunch or dinner at work whenever he had his break. And it was healthy and so good. It was really, really delicious. Very, very much yes, it's a convenience meal. And if you're paying full price for all of it, you're going to pay full price convenience price, right? Um, but to be able to get it this way and try it out, I probably would have never tried out those frozen sheet pan meals. Because I can do it myself, right? But since they had this promo, I gave it a try and it was really good. It's a great thing when you need dinner in a pinch to be convenient and to come together fast. All right, so in today's Day in the Life video, Kelsey, are you having a great time?
I am. It smells like gasoline in here, but I'm good.
It does. So I don't think I was able to salvage my steam mop. I let it soak in vinegar water and ran vinegar water through it, and it's still just not steaming like it was. I'm sad.
That sucks.
I've had it for like 6 years, so
yeah,
I guess it's time for
your
it to go.
next steam mop. I would do that every other month or so. Just descale it
because we have hard water.
We have hard
at my house or in San Antonio.
Everywhere, unless you have a water heater. I mean,
a water heater.
Water softener.
You're funny. All right, you ready to do food truck?
Yes.
It's gonna be fun.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What was for dinner at your house tonight?
We had boneless ribs. We baked in the oven, slow and low all day. And,
In the oven? Okay.
And mashed potatoes.
Oh, yum.
Crystal, this is not doing me any favors.
Tell me what else you guys had.
And green beans.
Green beans. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I finally tried those. We had dinner at lunchtime, and then the kids will have lunch at dinner time. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to have leftover spaghetti, which I have no interest in. Like, I don't need that. We did those frozen sheet pan meals that HEB had on special, and then literally had buttered bread with it because they give you a loaf of bread, had some additional potatoes, and then they gave you salad. I thought that it was a salad kit. What's up?
Oh, something was sliding.
Oh, I thought it was a salad kit, but it was just romaine, which is fine. I had stuff to doctor it up, but it was quite delicious. It was really good.
So they're just frozen little packs, and you put them on a sheet pan and throw it in the oven, and dinner's
It was
done.
really good. Yeah.
They look small. Are they worth?
There were two of them because you had to buy two for the deal, and I cooked up two of them, and everybody ate. There was enough for everybody. It was so good. It was really good. Now I did add an extra. You got one bag of potatoes, which served 4. I bought an extra one so that we had enough for 8 people. And those potatoes, I could eat them by myself. They were so good.
Are they seasoned?
Yes, you could get them plain. You could get them seasoned with sea salt and olive oil. You could get them seasoned with Italian seasoning, or you could get them seasoned with garlic and Parmesan. And I think I got garlic and Parmesan and then Italian herb. It was good.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Let's see if there's any bikers or dog walkers or runners today.
Oh, yeah. They like to hog up the road, sadly. But all right. So we're headed to the food truck. Are you excited?
Mm-hmm. I am thrilled.
Once we get it set up and we're there, we're okay.
We love it after that. And on the way home, I'm like, that was so fun. It was worth it. It's okay.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So we'll see you there.
All right, we did food truck stuff, and then on our way home, Kelsey needed to stop at Walgreens to get a gift card for one of her kids. So, for an event that they had at school. So I was like, you know what? I know there's deals of the week right now that I need to check in on and see what I want. So while she was driving, I looked on my app. So for those of you that want to know how I do this, this is what I do. This is just an example, okay? So on Sunday, when the ad hits, I go in for CVS and Walgreens and take a look at what their deals are. They each do it a little differently. So we're just going to focus on Walgreens right now. So for Walgreens, they have something called Deals of the Week, and they are like the showstoppers. They're the loss leaders, I guess. So I scroll through to see what they have. This 4 for $9 deal on the Tide and Bounce is a really good deal because it makes it, I think, $2.50 per container. So per unit, that is a good price. Also, toilet paper, Scott toilet paper. Right now, so you get 12 rolls for $5. Right now they have a $1 off coupon plus $1.20 off with your Walgreens coupon. So that makes it like $3 and some change for 12 rolls of toilet paper. Yes. So that's another good one to check for. So I not only go into the Walgreens app to see what's on sale, but then I also hop over to Ibotta to see if there's anything, and I can do this all from my phone to see if there's anything to stack with it. You can search by keywords, or if you're in the store, you can scan the product. So once you find your deal of the week, scan the barcode while you're in Ibotta, and then it'll tell you what all is available through Ibotta as well. Okay. If there's anything to stack there. So for Walgreens, you can stack their coupons. You can stack whether it's a coupon that is in the app or a coupon that is on your register receipt. You can stack the manufacturer's coupon, plus you have the deal, plus you can stack any rebate that's from Ibotta. But you got to pay attention when you go to checkout, because if you don't pay attention and you miss out, then you miss out and you've already checked out, right? So if I buy, for this one, you could buy 4 for $9. I bought 3 detergents and 1 thing of fabric softener sheets. So those 3 things of detergent, when I add up all of the ounces that I get between the 3 containers and I compare that to what I would pay for the same ounce amount at Sam's or Walmart per ounce, I am getting a better deal buying it this way at Walgreens, okay? I always check to make sure. See that $89.26? I still need to transfer that to my account. That is how much money I have earned in Ibotta money that gets to be transferred right back to my account. So here I am hopping over to Ibotta just to see what are the additional deals that they have here. And then I'm going to type each of those items in here to see if they have specific deals for them. And I'm interested to see when, so see, there's not an additional Scott's. There was, I'm just going to tell you right now, spoiler alert, there was nothing extra to stack on from Ibotta. I've been a little disenchanted with Ibotta offers ever since late summer. Like they just haven't been that great. So I've actually not been going into Walgreens and CVS as much because most of the deals right now are detergents and things like that. And I have enough, I don't need them. I'm getting close to the end of my cereal stock up, which my kids say that I have hacked making. What did my teenager say? He said, "You've hacked the junk food desires for us. You bought so much cereal that we are so sick of it that now we don't want cereal anymore." Which is pretty funny. But I mean, we probably still have, I don't know, 12 boxes or so. They've been great, especially when we've had people visit and, when we've had cousins in or grandkids here or whatever. It's something fun to eat for breakfast, but by all means, we do not have them every day. I did want to see if there were any cereal deals that I was missing out on. And Ibotta has some good, dollar off, 75 cents off, but it's still not going to make the price better since the Walgreens cereal price is so high when it's not on sale in their store. Even adding on the Ibotta offer still doesn't make it less. So I need to be able to stack it to make it worth it. Does that make sense? And let me just tell you, it's showing you the store nearest me. That is not the accurate store that's near me. I do not live in Spring Branch. I don't know why it's showing that. Anyway, so um, but I just do a quick sweep to see if there's anything General Mills or what is the other one? General Mills or what is the other cereal manufacturer? Kellogg's. They are the two that seem to have pretty good deals going on. So, but right now there are no cereal deals, and I just don't know. Like, am I only gonna, because I'm new to this, am I only gonna see that kind of thing in the summertime, or what? I don't know. Maybe I don't know what the cycle is yet. I've already seen this 4 for $9 on the detergent cycle through twice since I've started doing this, maybe 3 times. Um, but I don't know how often the cereal deals cycle through. So even though it's not a deal of the week, go through and look at the other things, because if you need health and beauty products or things like that, they can be they can be more affordable than buying them full price at any of the other places. All right, we just finished at the food truck and we have to go to Walgreens because she needs a gift card for a soccer event. Is that right? And
Something like that.
I want to grab the Tide Bounce deal that's happening where you get I think 4 for $9, which makes it like $2.25 or $2.50 a bottle. And I also want to grab some freezer bags, and I want to grab there's something else, toilet paper. So, and you're gonna get a gift card?
I'm gonna get a gift card to
Okay.
the movie theaters.
There you go. And it's 9:47, the day that never ends. It just goes on, my friends. Do you know that song?
This is a song that never ends.
That's it. It just goes on, my friends.
I used to
That's
watch
it.
that.
Did you?
The lamb chop.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah. Lamb chops.
Lamb chop.
Lamb chop?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
We're going to go into Walgreens. All right. So 88 cents for the freezer bags. You get 20 of them. And of course, I drop it. I did grab 3 of them. I grabbed 2 for my house and 1 for the food truck. You cannot beat that deal, even if you're buying in bulk at Costco or whatever. I went back and got more. I know I only threw 1 or 2 in, but I went back and got a total of 3. All right, here is the detergent. I grabbed 3 of these. I got the Tide, I think Simply, all in one. Yeah, I got 3 of those. And then for the 4th thing, I grabbed some Bounty. No, Bounce. Whatever. What is it? Yeah, I think it's called Bounce. Dryer sheets, whatever it is. So we got that. So that's a really good deal. $9 for all four of those. And then I was just kind of showing Kelsey around so that she could see. She's trying to really learn more about how to stack all this stuff. Then I went to get the toilet paper, and guess what? They were sold out, and they said they weren't going to get another shipment until Thursday. So, yeah, I need to be able to get it for $3.75 because that's a really good deal. Oh my goodness. And she's over there studying and learning more about the deals. I'm so excited to show her the ropes on it. Anyway, all right. If you've got that deal, go get it. These candles were so cute. I wasn't buying them. They were too expensive. But then I also showed her the hidden clearance section, which is really awesome. They had cool little things. That was $5.24. They had some puzzles back there. Um, some of this stuff has been here since the summer. I'm guessing they're never going to get rid of it. But I probably should have grabbed some sunscreen because that was $1.99 a can. But it's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I'll get it later, you know. They did have those poppy drinks. There's the Office game for anyone who loves the Office. Anyway, those poppies were really interesting. Kelsey saw those. I think they were an Alpine flavor, which I don't really know what that means, but I don't know. Always check the clearance section. And they had some super, super cute Halloween and fall stuff, but it's not on sale, so I'm not buying that. Anyway, all right, guys, there you go. You started the day with me. You're ending the day with me. I didn't get home till like 10:15 or so, and what a long day it is. But this is a mom, day in the life of a mom that's just doing the best she can, guys. My life is not fancy or perfect, okay? All right. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.